Good morning, FPL managers. I have had a rough night. I have had a night deliberating my transfer, deliberating my captaincy. I guess with an hour or so to go, it's not quite over yet, but I've just pressed a button on my transfer and I think I've decided what to do with the captaincy as well. It's gone to the same player. And I thought I'd do a video about it because I appeared on Andy's stream on Thursday night because it's as his birthday, so he was playing board games and drinking alcohol, dare he, for his birthday, and so we didn't do a show this week, so I gate crashed Andy's and I did a stream with him, and I think on that I talked about my plans, but since then, as is inevitable with the complexity of the current issues with double game weeks and so on, I've changed my approach, and so I thought I'd do a video to update you this morning rather than just tweet out what I've done. These are the fixtures for Gameweek 23, of course. I'm not going to give my predictions on here. That will take too long. I want this to be a short video. So I'll tweet my predictions so that we can keep that going with Az. FBL Pot Noodle kindly doing the predictions for us. And I think Az is beating me, so I've got to take it a bit more seriously. And by the way, I did this video last night for about 2 a.m, maybe even later than that, with a completely different transfer and a completely different captain. So that demonstrates, and I nearly put it out. I nearly went to bed. I nearly put it out before I went to bed, and then I thought, no, I'll sleep on it. And overnight, I've changed my mind, and this is what I've gone to. It is more of a safe option, but I have transferred out Salah. That's the headline. I just feel with Salah against City, I just don't see many goals in that game at all. I mean, City defensively have been superb. I mean, out of this world. Their data is incredible defensively. And Salah was obviously blanked in, was it 7 of 8 in the league? And he's let us down. And I think it was a close call, actually, between playing Salah or Calvert-Lewin. And that told me that Salah was the player to transfer out because I wanted to make an attacking change, either to bring in Rashford, which was my transfer I was going to do. That's what I talked about with Andy last night, on Thursday night. That's what I did in the video last night. So I've got that recorded. But now I've changed my mind. I've gone to Son. That was the original plan, to get Son in for this game week. And I know he's been dreadful. Oh, I know rather Spurs have been dreadful. But Son is still a quality player. And it's just West Brom. It's the level of opposition. And this season, my policy with captains has always been captain the player with the best fixture. And despite the form, there can be no doubt that that is Spurs at home to West Brom. So I've gone with Son. And my thinking with the captaincy was on Antonio, but I've gone back to Son because I'm thinking, if I'm going to make that move, I'm committing to Son, I've got to be thinking he's going to get points. I'm not just doing it to cover him, I'm doing it because I think he's going to get points, and for that reason, he's my captain as well. Now, it was very close. I'm going to show you some data which shows you why I'm not transferring out Souček, why I've transferred out Salah, and also shows why I was considering Antonio captain. If you have got it on him, you know, it's a good call. First of all, the player data, look at Antonio here, and this is the table I used last night when I had Antonio captain. Minutes per expected goal involvement. Over the last 6 matches, he has been extraordinary, and that is why still at the moment I'm deliberating whether to go Antonio or Son. It's on Son at the moment with an hour to go, but as you can see here, the data in terms of expected goal involvement, last 6 matches, Antonio is way out in front. This is non-penalties. That's why Fernandes is down here at the bottom. Antonio, 97.6 minutes per expected goal involvement. I would expect him to get a goal involvement at Fulham. West Ham played well at Villa. They will create chances, and Antonio will be in the points. And the other reason why Antonio looks good is Fulham's defence. But let's look at Fulham's defence and West Brom's defence here. Fulham I've highlighted for the reason that, you know, that's why I want to keep Souček. It's the minutes per expected goal conceded non-penalty. They are the third worst defence, 53.1 minutes for expected goal conceded non-penalty. They will concede chances to West Ham, I'm sure of it. Minutes per big chance conceded, 28.4. They're going to concede big chances in that game as well. And what's key is this second table. Fulham's headed goal attempts conceded, 20 is the worst over the last 6 matches. So they will concede aerial chances and big chances. And that is why I'm going with Souček and selling Salah instead. I've got to play Souček in that game. And that is why the Antonio choice for captain is it's running Son so close. Even my coffee hasn't helped me decide what to do. I am really torn on this, but at the moment it's on Son. Let's go back to my team. Oh, before we do, let's look at West Brom. Look at this defensive data. That, you know, they are the worst over the last 6 matches for minutes per expected goal conceded, and big chances conceded 16, which is second only to Fulham, I think, overall over the last 6 matches. So West Brom will concede big chances, and Son is clinical. I think Son will get a couple of chances in this game. You've got to think, I've got to think Spurs win the game, not because they're in form, but because of the level of opposition. West Brom conceded 2 goals to Sheffield United. I mean, that highlights how porous they are and how I think, you know, the result will go. I think Spurs get a couple of goals. I think Son will be in the points. I think Antonio will be in the points for West Ham. I'm just torn between the two. And I'm going for Son because I favour midfielders. Extra points, clean sheet point, of course. Every chance Son gets that. So I'm just going with Son over Antonio, but I think it's very, very close. And Antonio could haul. Right, this could be the wrong move. But overall, I'm going to stick with that, I think. I'll tweet if I change my mind, but that's what I'm going with. And it's a good team overall. I've got Rafinha and Bamford as differentials. I've got Pope in early as a little differential maybe. So I'm happy with this team. Calvert-Lewin on the bench, first sub. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I don't see Fernandes as a captain option. I just look at Everton. They've only conceded 2 in the last 4 away games. I don't think that's an easy game for United. That could easily be a tight one. Everton are a bit of a banana skin, I think. And that's why, in the end, I didn't go Rashford. I went to Son because of the fixture. But, having said that, I mean, this is a diagram I've looked at a lot in the last few days. And, you know, there's no doubt that Rashford is a player that I could still consider for Gameweek 24 when he goes to West Brom. Because, again, it's about getting hold of players against West Brom. And what's to think here? I've got 2 free transfers. That's why I've got to make my transfer this week. I want to attack it. I carry 2 over into 24, so that allows me to go probably Ben Mee to supplement my defence further, to give myself 2 Burnley defenders cover with Pope and Ben Mee. Then I'll probably carry another one over if I don't do Rashford in here in 24, or I don't get Salah back for the Leicester game. And then in 25, I've got a number of options. If West Ham go out the cup, it could be that I move to Kane at that point, bring Kane in for the West Ham away game, ready for the doubles. Or it could be I go to Ings, for example, could do that, and then move Kane in 26. I've got options. But the other thing that's notable here, I talked about using my wild card in 25, going into 25 in Andy's stream. I might not do that now. The way I see this, if you look at the teams in orange in 26, they're the most likely to get double game weeks according to the betting odds. This is Ben Crellin's chart, by the way. I should credit him. Amazing, Ben Crellin, fantastic. Keep going. And I've got a lot of players in those teams. I've already got 9 players in those teams highlighted in orange. So between now and 26, with 2 free transfers at the moment, I can get an 11, a good 11, and then save the wild card and use that to undo the transfers I make in 27 and 28 to get ready for 29. So just to explain, I need to, once 26 is done, I need to start bringing in players who will play in Game Week 29. Some of that might be dead wood, and that's why the wild card in 30 is useful, to clear that dead wood out for the run in. So that, at the moment, if the FA Cup results go the way they're expected, I should have an 11 and I don't need to play the wild card. But it could all change. It could all change if the FA Cup results don't go as we expect. And we'll be back, as and I, in the week to look at that. We'll have that information. We'll have all but one match, I think, in the FA Cup. And we'll have a really good idea how 26 and 29 look. And then I'll tell you more. So that's it for me for this video. I'll leave you with a shot on my team. Will I regret not going Rashford? Will I regret going Son? Will I regret going Son captain? Will I change that to Antonio? I'll let you know on Twitter if I do. But right now, with just over an hour to go, this is where I am. Good luck for the game week, and see you in the week when Az is back. Cheers for now.